Hello you guys, what's up? I know, I've been really bad with this channel. Every time I like sit down to do a makeup video, like all I want to do is just like neutral makeup, and I know that it can obviously be very repetitive and boring, but it's just like what I am liking at the moment. So today, honestly, I just have the Gemini palette with me and we're gonna see what happens. I can't make any promises. I do have a couple new products that I want to try out in today's video, so that's exciting because we all know I love trying out new makeup. Very excited, and let's just get something going. We're just gonna start working with those matte neutral shades because I want to start building up a crease and the general shape of the eye look that I want. It's going in that windshield wiper motion to deposit the pigment, and then I'm gonna take some of that shadow and begin to pull it outward. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do one eye and then I'll go ahead and work on the other one. I'm making sure to go back with the first brush I used, and I'm not really picking up too much extra product. I'm just using whatever's left over to help smooth out those edges. So I do want to deepen up the base of the eye, oh my god, I think the eyelid, and I'm just taking the black and running that along the line. Then I'm just going to clean off my brush as much as I possibly can, and I'm going to use it to flick out the rest of that shadow. I am going to take advantage of the fact that I do not have nails on at the moment, so I'm going to use the shade Gemini and place that on the inner half of the lid. I did add some of the ColourPop and Shayla loose highlighter, which is no longer out, but I just wanted like a little extra flair to the gold. I liked how it looked even with the Gemini shade on its own, and I just thought, why not? So there it is. I think now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye and then we'll work on the skin. I'm back. We have majority of the eyes done. I'll finish the lower lash line with you guys later on, but let's go ahead and do the skin. I did prep it with the E.L.F Power Grip and Poreless Putty Primer, just because since I am trying out a new foundation, I want to give it a fair shot with products that I know I trust. So the foundation I picked up is the NYX Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation. I got mine in the shade Vanilla, and this is supposed to be medium coverage, matte blurred finish. Honestly, I had no idea what the finish was of this. I kind of assumed it was gonna be matte. I thought maybe like semi-matte, which is fine, but typically I like something with a little more dew to it, so we'll see. Hopefully this will be my shade. This actually, I don't know. Honestly, I'm bad at shade matching myself. I'm gonna do half of my face with a sponge and the other half with a brush and kind of see what works better with this foundation. Okay, well, for starters, I definitely already prefer the side with the sponge. Usually I will say that with matte foundations I do prefer a sponge because I don't know, it just like doesn't look as patchy on my skin. It is probably one of the nicer matte foundations I've tried. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Like, I actually don't feel it on my skin, which is a bonus for sure. The color match was honestly perfect. Like, I'm kind of surprised. I almost feel like it looks a tad darker in the actual tube. Yeah, let's go ahead and add some cream contour because I want to see how that mixes with this formula of foundation, and hopefully it will go well. All right, there is the MILANI contour, which we know I use every single day, so I definitely know how that works. And honestly, I feel like it looks pretty much how it always does. I was worried that it was going to be a little difficult to blend out because that is something I typically notice with matte foundations. For concealer, I do have a new one to try out. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer, and I got mine in the shade 20. And knowing that Juvia's products are pretty pigmented to begin with, I don't want to go too heavy immediately. Well, that color seems really nice, so I'm excited. That layered beautifully. So I definitely feel like this concealer is something that I will keep for sure. As far as the actual finish to it, honestly pretty nice. I'm getting like the slightest bit of creasing, but nothing that is unusual. Okay, let's go ahead and set the face. So starting off with a pressed powder, this is just gonna help get that smooth finish to everything. And then I'm going to add some bronzer. Let's go ahead and use the JUVIA'S Place one because I mean, we did use their concealer, so why not use that? Now for blush, let's take Spiced Apple from E.L.F. Now to clean up the bronzer and everything we got going on, I'm gonna take the Beauty Bakerie powder and let's work on the lower lash line while that's baking. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna take the shade Lorelei and begin running that all along from beginning to end. Now I'm just gonna take Cupcake and try to keep it as tight to that lash line as I can because this is just acting as a transition between Lorelei and the black that I'll be going in with. I definitely need to dust off this powder because I do feel like getting just very heavy on my face and I don't want that. I feel like I either was baking for too long or I just shouldn't have done that in the first place because now my under eyes look not the best. Adding some moisture definitely helped the under eye situation because that was just not cutting it. Do you want to add some highlight all over the face? For the lips, I'm just gonna do the E.L.F. Plumping Lip Gloss in Champagne Glam. I'm about to eat, so this is about to come off. Okay, let's just go ahead and really finalize the thoughts on these newer items that I tried out today. The foundation, I have to like realize that this is a matte foundation and it's not something that I'm used to using, and yeah, I need to not knock it on it not being dewy because it's not meant to be that. So honestly, like I think that it did lay down really well on my skin, kind of like everything I mentioned earlier on. Like my smile lines don't look aggressive, which is actually nice because that is something that I typically see with the other products I use. And so yeah, I'm definitely really liking that area of the face. The nose ended up being a lot better once I added the concealer on. The rest of the skin looks really beautiful, very happy with it. With the concealer, I feel like it's everything that I kind of want in a concealer, and yeah, I really liked the shade that I ended up picking out. The coverage is really nice. It's definitely buildable. But again, these are all first impressions, so I don't know how these are gonna wear throughout the day. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Basically like the other videos I have up on my channel as of late, but that's all right. I need to not be so hard on myself. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh my god, I just poked my eye. Wow, not fun. I just spit. Amazing.